it is the Alpha Life here, back with another banger video, and today we will be showing you how to basically edit your render within a photo manipulation program. So before we begin, I have to admit this is not by me, but I'll leave a render.
You need to just stop.
It's in the description, not mine. I'll leave his channel like in the description. It's by Alex. Yeah, Alex GFX. He did this, not me. Check out his channel. He's a pretty cool guy. He made this effect on the thing, but we're gonna be showing you the basics of rendering and stuff like that. You won't have to do this because I'll just leave the PSD in the description, but I'm just gonna hit Control X on everything. We're gonna delete. Yeah. Move the render out of the group, and yeah, now we have just a render. Let me switch to my drawing tablet. Okay guys, so before we begin, I use the Huey on. Let me get the package. I use the Huey on H1610 Pro V2. That's the tablet that I use. Probably a review coming on it soon. I don't really know. Hand reveal. Yes, I don't really care if people see my hands. I have tiny hands. So, before we begin, I'm going to be using Affinity Photo, but you can use whatever. And right here we just have a render of a character here. And, 1 second, keyboard's not close enough. Yeah, we have a render right here. It's just a normal looking render. And today we're going to be spicing up this render by possibly adding a glow to it and stuff like that. And yeah, let's get right into the effects. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go and import a file really quick. So if you just hit File, Place, and let's just go, if you go into Pictures, Roblox, and we can really put this in anything, but I don't know, let's just put this in this bubblegum simulator screenshot. Just hit here and scale it up. And let me just zoom out really quickly. Hit V on our keyboard. I'm using a keyboard for all the shortcuts and stuff. So yeah, just expand it until you cannot see any more like menu or UI. Next we have our render here, and first we're just gonna do a very basic shadow. So hit Control J on your keyboard, hit V. Next, with this tool, yeah, we already have the tool selected. Move the render on its side and turn it, kind of like that. Next, we're gonna use the mesh warp tool to, well, warp it, and we'll do our best to extend it and then place it on the ground, because you know a shadow behind is a little bit bigger. And let's just deform it a little bit. Let's just move that in. And next, hit V on our keyboard, and then yeah, like, you know, we can just extend it. And then still, if your shadow doesn't match, just use this perspective tool and move this little boy on its side. There we go. Next, to make this usable, just make a new layer inside of, just click new layer, drag the new layer inside of the shadow. Frick. Can you go inside the render, please? Thank you. And next, we're just gonna, yeah, we already have a black brush. So let me go ahead into brushes, and let's just use any brush. I have pressure sensitivity on, so is my pressure sensitivity? Yeah, there you go. So I'm just gonna press really hard, and just press really hard so you can fully do everything that you want to do on the render. Next, what I do, you can just turn down the opacity, but what I will do, I'll just turn the blend mode to soft line. That doesn't look good. Turn the blending mode to normal and turn down the opacity so it kind of looks like a shadow. Next thing we can do is by adding like a shadow thing near the light. So just unselect. So near the layer panel, just unselect here. Make a new pixel layer. Hit B on our keyboard. Maybe we'll want a smaller brush, and we'll just zoom in on the leg and just do some drawing on it. It doesn't really matter. Your drawing doesn't have to be precise. Just do like you can do this with a mouse, of course. It doesn't really matter. And just draw up like a thing around the legs. You don't have to be precise. You just need to draw like a thing around the legs. Next, go into Effects, Gaussian Blur, and just turn up the Gaussian Blur. And it'll make like a cool looking shadow near the legs. So now it's starting to look like the render is actually kinda there. That looks pretty realistic so far. Cause you know, next what we can do, we can make another layer. This one once again does not have to be precise, but I'm gonna make a little bit bigger brush and just drag it into the render layer, basically creating clipping mask on a Photoshop, and just drag it into the thing. And now we're just gonna add a little bit of shadows and some highlights. So the place that needs shadows, it already has some shadows here, but we'll just turn the blending mode to soft light. Is right here. You don't need to be very precise. Oh, right. Yeah. And while you're just select here and just like I was saying, just select here and start coloring. This is like preschool, except more advanced than preschool. Yep, so just draw a render, just keep making some shadows, maybe a little shadow here. And yeah, now what we once again can do, turn on Gaussian Blur. Can I tap? Thank you. And no sisters. Oh snap, we're drawing on the layer. Okay, there we go. I meant to make a new layer. And then drag that layer into this layer. So it's kind of like a group. And just draw on the render. And I think that's about good for the sketching, or just drawing, not sketching, sorry. And just turn it on. And just turn up the alpha. Yes, alpha length. And now we got a shadow. It's a pretty simple shadow, but it's still a shadow. If it's a little bit too intense for you, just go down and turn down the opacity. I think that looks pretty realistic. You know, we got the nice shadow. Next, we can apply a bigger shadow to this arm. But when you're drawing, I turn down the thingy so you know I can see what's happening. Because it's kind of weird knowing that, you know, I'm drawing and I don't know what's happening really. So, yep, just draw on the arm. You could just draw with a mouse, and you don't need a graphics tablet. I gotta admit, a graphic tablet does make it easier though. And just went ahead and turn back on the Gaussian blur effect. And once, just keep doing the Gaussian blur and the whole shabam. Also, guys, I'm gonna start leaving it because a lot of people ask me, "What is the music? What's the music?" I usually just use YouTube audio library or a thing called Stream Beats. I'll put the link in the description for it. It's good non-copyright music. It's made for streams, but it doesn't get copyrighted on videos, and so that's why I use it. It's still called Stream Beats, but like it. I don't like it. Alright, and I'm just gonna keep drawing on this side. And yeah. Pretty cool. Just keep drawing on the side of the character render thing. And now if you zoom out and apply the Gaussian blur effect, you got a nice semi-realistic looking shadow. It's starting to look more realistic, I would say. And just draw in the areas that need shadows. Maybe so we could use some just some small shadows right there. And we could use some shadows right there. But I mean, Blender usually does a good job, but I'm not exactly a Blender expert, so yeah. And just keep drawing on the face and stuff, and yeah, there you go. You almost have a complete render. Next, what we're gonna do, make another layer. It should automatically be in the same layer. Make the thingy white. Wait, what was the Gaussian blur? 32.2. And just make it 33 for the same Gaussian blur. Except this one we might, I don't know. Yeah, let's just, now on the sword, you could just do some quick highlights. Highlights don't take that much effort, but yeah, just if you want it, you could just add some easy simplistic highlights on the top of the sword. And I would say it makes the render look more realistic. And yeah. Now it has a glare effect to it. I think that makes it look really cool. There's the thing about pressure sensitivity. I can press here really hard. And here, I can press really lightly and do nothing, pretty much. And for the last and final thing, just make a new layer. Last layer. Can I click a new layer, please? Thank you. And you see this thingy, this ball? I want to make that kind of glow up more. So if you go into styles, link in the description, there'll be a glow chart style. If you don't want to, I'll just show you guys how I made it. But I probably will not put a timestamp on the screen to which time. So first what we want to do is just draw on the ball. That sounds wrong. I think with this one I'll turn off pressure sensitivity. And if you hear me tapping on something, that's me hitting my drawing tablet, by the way. So I don't remember the exact effects, so let me just apply the style. Ooh. Let me just apply the glow chart style to here. And now if we go into inner glow, it should my recording just my audio cut out, so I'm gonna have to like compromise. I'm gonna basically say what I was saying, but I think I know what I was saying, and I'll try to replicate noises. So what I was doing, and yeah, let's get right into it. Okay. Yep. Oh, I just have to turn up my radius. That makes sense. I'm an idiot. Okay. Now just hit the little create mask button. And just use the brush. Hit B on your keyboard, and it should be erasing. Oh, right, wrong color. It shows a preview in Affinity Photo. I don't think it does that in Photoshop. So just generally, do that. I'm gonna zoom out really quick so I can see more appropriately. And yeah, let me just do the edge. It's Control Z. Okay. Okay, looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. And they think it doesn't look that good, so we're just gonna let's just bring back some of the areas of the mask because it doesn't look that good. Okay. Yep. Okay. And yep, let's just color around the edge really quick. And it looks really sick. No, I don't like that last. Yeah, we need to do it more because I accidentally went in. I could have just used the layer mask, but yeah. I could use history, but yeah, let's just do that. And it looks pretty good. Yeah. Looks pretty good. And now we need to replicate it on the face of the render. So what we're gonna do, just click on the render that I cannot touch with my drawing tablet. Yeah, just keep explaining. I'm just gonna, yeah, so basically just go here and, yeah. We just need to add like a thingy to the front. So just make a new layer. Let's just, oops, I dragged into the wrong thing. I need to hit Control Z. Alpha, hit Control Z. Thank you. Yep, so just drag it in there so it's basically a clipping mask. And what we're going to do, we're going to use a brush and just color on the face. Next, just use this. And I don't really know what's happening, so let's just turn up the brightness here. There you go. And let's just turn on the gaussian blur and it should, oh no, that's not good. Ugh, sisters. That is not, nope. Nope. Okay, yep. Okay. Let's just make a new layer. Clipping mask. Why is my clipping mask not working? Why is my clipping mask not working? I'm so confused. But I'm so confused why my clipping mask isn't working. What? Oh, I had the wrong tools. Oh, I had the wrong tool selected. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. Why? I have the wrong tool selected. Why am I still drawing? Thank you, Alpha. No, thank you, actually. By the way, if you skipped, my audio didn't record. So yeah, let's just drag it in there, and let's just use the V tool on our keyboard, or like the move tool. Maybe turning up the Gaussian blur. Okay. Pre-reserve alpha maybe. Because, that's why you guys should like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Yes, let's just make it like that. Then we're going to zoom out with the zooming tool. And just do that. And let's just scale it really quick. So it kind of, it looks good. So it looks good. That looks perfect. Yep, perfect. I think I'm gonna erase that thing near the character if I feel like it. Or I think I can move it actually. And then we can turn up the blur. Yeah, let's just turn up the blur really quick. change the opacity so it's less vibrant. Okay. Looks pretty good, Shoko. Looks pretty good, show. A good show, tote show. And before we end the video, let's just add some shadows and some highlights. Why am I adding? Wait, why is it adding shadows? I'm confused. Oh, you need to switch it the opposite way. That makes sense. Yeah, let's just draw on it there, and let's make it all good. Good Shako. And make sure you don't press too hard, because your pressure sensitivity is gonna mess everything up. If you use a mouse, just don't move close to it. And let's just add some shadows to the head. Yeah, looks pretty good show. Is the video almost over yet? Okay, it is. Yeah, we're getting near the 21-minute mark. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the end of the video. We got a nice render, good shadows, highlights. Let's just do some more shadowizing, and yeah, but if you want to leave, you can leave now. If you want, of course. But yeah, it's gonna be the end of the video. Like, subscribe, get a nice, very nice, perfect render. You can guys leave now. See you later. Yeah, absolute gang banging gangers. You can watch the rest, but there's really nothing. Yeah, pretty cool, pretty epic. Thank you guys. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and see you later. Yeah, absolute gamers. I'm out. So you guys can keep watching me. No audio, probably turn off the music or something. Yeah, peace, love you, not really. Bye. You noobs, go die immediately, live on the spot.